I'm falling in love with a mannequin. My roommate is studying to become a hairstylist and a wig maker, so he has a variety of mannequins in his room. They're not full-body mannequins, just the head and shoulders kind, so he can work on their hair and style wigs on them. Sometimes he brings them out into the living room to work on one while we're hanging out watching a movie or whatever. They kind of gave me the creeps at first, so I asked if I could name them to make them less spooky. He said sure, and it became kind of a running bit for us where I name them all and he tries to remember what all their different names are. Well, one of them I named Iris. At first she was just like all the others for me. But one time he left her out on the coffee table while he went to grab some groceries and I got a good look at her. Most of the mannequins look basically the same, but Iris is kind of special. He got her to be the model head for the wigs he sells on Etsy because she has really full lips and these blue, lifelike eyes. I ended up hanging out with her the whole time he was out getting groceries. Eventually I moved her from the coffee table to sit next to me on the couch. I don't know why I did it. It was just this urge that I had, and then it felt really right once she was next to me. I started stroking her hair and it felt really good. When I heard his key in the lock I put her back really quickly so he wouldn't know I'd touched her. Since then, I've tried to find excuses to hang around when he's working on his wigs or his haircuts in the hopes he'll bring out Iris, but he usually only uses her for photo shoots. So I started volunteering to do some of his photos for him because I have a photography background, and now I get to use that time to pose Iris perfectly and take really nice pictures of her. Sometimes during the session I'll snap a few on my phone and say I'm testing the light or something, when really I'm snagging a few pictures that I can look at on my own. Later. When I first started having these feelings, I felt crazy. All my romantic feelings in the past have been for human women, so this is definitely not something I was expecting. I thought about going to therapy, but I spent a long time online reading about people in similar situations to me. I realized that as long as I'm not hurting anyone, this isn't really anyone's business. And thinking about Iris and being with Iris just makes me so happy. All day when I'm at work I'm fantasizing about getting home to her. My roommate went out of town a few weeks ago and as soon as he was gone I went into his room and got Iris. We spent the whole time together. I even took her out for dinner and we went for a walk. I carried her in a tote bag. It was incredible. I really feel like she's listening when I talk to her about my life. After he got home, my roommate said he'd been to a mannequin store back in his hometown and they had a new model who he thought would be great for selling wigs. I think he's going to order her. He hasn't said anything outright about completely replacing Iris, but I'm worried that's next. The thought of him throwing her out or even just locking her in a closet where she never gets to see the light of day makes me sick. I'm wondering if I should just tell him how I feel about her and see if he'll let me have her. Then we can finally be together and I don't have to worry about something bad happening to her. But I'm scared of how he'll react. Should I tell him?